Because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Browns drive about to get started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come in with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He's got Hooper on the short connection. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ford. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play. Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. In motion, Hill. Achane gets it from the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. Sheds off the tackle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, it's Tua. Wright's got him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that one too wide and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Browns getting set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Pickett will look to throw it here. Into the hands of Perry, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. Now Pickett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Throwing right, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Pickett back to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Pickett now, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And out come the Dolphins now. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Browns down by 12. 1:52 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Pickett to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw is Tua.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.